So the story opens in the divine realm, a place full of dragons, phoenixes, and countless other beasts, all roaming around carefree. Suddenly, lightning cracks through the sky. Not ordinary lightning, this was on a whole different, extremely dangerous level, because a huge number of gods were arriving. Who were they charging at? Right, at RMC. They storm and furious, shouting that he's done something unforgivable today, and they're going to make him pay. Hearing them, RMC grumbles that every one of them has come back to bother him again. By the way, his name is Wei Daduo. Then a god appears who is truly furious at Wei, not some small-time deity but a great god of the 9 suns. He spits, "How dare you! You had to urinate here? No, you really pissed on him. Look closely. Because of you, 3 of my 9 sons were blown away." "Why?" "Because you pissed on him." Another god chimes in. "He's right. You're a certified menace. Remember when you were 2 years old? You farted, and that fart was so powerful it destroyed an entire small world that took thousands of years to form. That one fart obliterated it. Not only that, you released a blazing, catastrophic fart that drove every god mad. Don't even ask how bad it was." And so the gods stood around, yelling and insulting Wei, every curse and complaint they could think of, piling it on. This happened, that happened, curses on your mother, every imaginable insult. Wei listened, annoyed, then prepared to sneeze. When he finally sneezed, the force of it was so extreme that every pillar in the place collided and was destroyed. The gods were stunned. What just happened? Those pillars. They crashed into each other and collapsed. Someone said, "Wait, that peak belonged to Ho Tian, the one who discovered the divine realm. You destroyed his entire symbol with a single sneeze." Seeing Ho Tian's symbol shattered, many gods wept. After all, he was the one who found the divine realm, and Wei had just obliterated it. The gods begged for forgiveness. "Forgive us, Lord, we're useless. We couldn't even stop a child. What use are we if we can't protect your symbol?" Wei simply stood there, relaxed, listening. Then one of them muttered privately, "What if we put on an act? If we all pretend to be pathetic in front of him, maybe his technique will work, maybe he'll seal himself." Another agreed, "We have to try." A third added, "God, please let the act succeed and seal his power." But Wei, who was practically invisible to their schemes, overheard every thought. "What are you all planning? Have you gone mad?" Hearing that, everyone panicked and looked at Wei. They realized the mistake. His cultivation was far higher than they thought. Wei, watching their panic, said dryly, "Oh my God! I didn't know you all were so bothered by me. Alright, stop crying. Come seal me then, seal me quickly. I won't blame any of you." Hearing this, the gods lit up with hope. "He'll let us seal him. You aren't lying, are you? Swear it." "I swear, come seal me and I won't hold grudges." So, full of relief, they rushed forward and used their most powerful sealing techniques one after another. Wei took all of it head-on, full attitude, but the seals did nothing. Not a single one worked. The gods trembled. One whispered, "What is this? Our sealing failed. How powerful is this man?" Another said, "No, it's that he's far stronger than us. We're pathetic compared to him." Realizing they couldn't touch him, one god shrugged and said, "Fine. If you won't let us seal you, then I'll seal myself." He used a terrifying sealing technique, lightning crackling, and Wei managed to seal himself. After the whole spectacle, even the gods were shaken. Wei said, "Don't worry, my cultivation is high. In fact, it's higher than all of you. So instead of troubling you, I sealed myself. I don't even know if the seal is perfect, but I put 900 million seals on myself, so my strength and cultivation should be under control. But I'm not staying on this divine realm anymore." The gods asked, "Then where will you go?" He answered, "Simple, I'll go to the lower world. I'll cultivate there and become invincible again." With that, Wei left for the lower world at high speed. The gods shouted after him, "Wait! Listen to us!" But he had already gone. Scene change, the lower world, the Jiantian continent. It's crowded and bustling, everyone is busy with their own business. We cut to the royal beast sect, where someone is being shoved out, and that someone is RMC. People mock him. "You have no spiritual root. How will you cultivate? Get out. You're useless." They can't believe someone without a spiritual root would dare show up here. The MC snaps back defiantly, refusing to leave. He's mocked and shoved but keeps his attitude, the sect members gossip. Look, he has no spiritual root but still dares to curse the sect members. Another replies, this is one of the 8 great sects, why would they accept someone with no root? Bald-headed man retorts angrily, and the MC explodes at them, yelling that beasts can be tamed without a cultivation root, and anyway, how did they even get in without a root? Then someone reveals the truth. He paid 10,000 spirit stones to get inside. Another pulls out a pouch and shouts, here, take this. Enjoy yourselves. When he's done, come back. I'll give you more. The crowd starts praising the MC's guts. He dared to call himself a genius even without a spiritual root. Respect. The MC smirks and thinks that if he hadn't sealed himself with 900 million, he'd have been far worse. A man offers him a chance. Beat this dog in a fight and we might recruit you into our sect. The MC accepts, fired up. Okay. I'll beat that dog, I'll kill it if I have to. Dog, be ready to die. The dog wakes, and this dog is furious, staring at the MC like a dangerous predator. The MC freaks out. Why does this dog look so angry? He prepares to flee for his life, running incredibly fast to avoid the dog, so fast they laugh at him. The crowd laughs too. He can't even beat a dog. Kids mock him, people shout, run or the dog will bite your butt. Then we see 2 girls who look cute. The red-haired one is named Sin, the blonde one is called Mao. Sin says, finally, the person we were waiting for has arrived. The other jokes about food and teases Sin for always eating. They plan. If we catch him, maybe something good will come from it. Food, money, whatever you want. That's the basic flow. Our MC, Wei, enters with an impossible presence, gets sealed, escapes to the lower world, and immediately gets thrown into messy, comical trouble. No spiritual root, mocked, challenged to fight a fierce dog, while onlookers scheme about what to do with him. Now, in the project, the dog and the MC stand facing each other. Wei says, get out of here. You still have one chance. Leave or I'll kill you. No mercy. The dog flips him off and snarls. Here, shove it up your. Do you really think I'm scared of you? Who are you trying to frighten? The dog barks those exact words at him. Watching the whole scene, the MC is dumbstruck. What the hell is this? Even a stray dog scaring me off. Inwardly he thinks, first I need to get into some place where I can train and slowly recover my cultivation. That's the most important thing. If I can't beat this dog, forget joining any sect. I won't get in. With that thought, the fight breaks out. The MC fights hard, but the dog, an animal, bites him everywhere, corners, the back, even his pride. Half an hour later, the MC lies exhausted, moaning. God, what a life. I couldn't even beat a dog. The dog growls. Don't worry, I'll get back at him. I won't let it go, I'll kill you. The dog is brimming with attitude. Bring it on, I want to see how powerful you'll become. Then the dog leaves. Scene change. Sometime later the MC is crying his eyes out. Suddenly 2 voices. Kid, finally I found you. It's the 2 girls. The MC squints. Who are you? Oh, I see you. You look strong. They tell him. Someone like you only comes around once in years. You're a chosen one. If you open your 8 meridians in time, you could easily become an immortal. Mao, the blonde, agrees. Right, the master's right. You have talent. The MC thinks, are these people seeing my talent? Incredible. The girl explains. Only a handful of people in this world can recognize a real talent. I bought the techniques I showed you from a trader. They're part of our clan's secret manual, passed down since ancient times. If you join our sect, I'll give you one of these techniques so you can cultivate. The MC, who already wanted to join a sect, jumps at the chance. Amazing, I'll take all of them. He grins. You'll be our sect's first disciple. The leader says. The girls are excited. According to rules, a sect needs 3 members, a leader, a deputy, and a disciple, and now they have all 3. Don't worry, I'm the most dangerous and talented person in this world. I'll never let you down. The leader boasts internally, amused that the girls don't even know he has no spiritual root. This is a golden opportunity. The 2 of them, meanwhile, exchange conspiratorial smiles. Their outward cheer hides a more dangerous plan. Scene change, the city crowded as ever. A street performer tries to split a stone on his chest, fails, and is smashed by a hammer. A gambler hustles, Everyday bustle. Back with the girls, Sin scolds the old man who'd been insulting the MC. Don't worry, everything happens for a reason. Sin gets angry at the old man's insults and grabs her sister's hand. Come on, let's go. Don't stay here. That old man's out of line. The MC interjects. Wait, can I ask you something? There are only 3 of us here. Where are the rest of your members? The girl smiles. They're right here, you, me, and my sister. I'm the sect leader. Mao is the deputy leader. The MC is stunned. Only 3? Seriously? The leader delights. Exactly. The rules say a sect needs at least 3 people. We've got the trio now, perfect. She lovingly presses close and promises. One day this sect will grow huge. Many people will join. The MC believes it. He imagines a bright future. Sin outlines the plan. First we form a clan. You can't build a proper sect without a clan, so they all head off to get the clan started. Scene change. They go to the clan feeling office, some bureaucratic place. A man roughs them up and throws them out, sneering. You want to form a sect in residential land? You've got no coin, what arrogance. Entry fee. The leader snaps, furious. When did the rules change? All we needed was land. It shouldn't matter whose land it is. The MC points out, half joking, that the land belongs to that old man's family, so how can they build? Meanwhile, the last of their money is taken as an entry fee. Mao wails. We just blew our last 10 silver coins on this. I can't believe we wasted it on paperwork. The MC, fired up, asks their leader to point out the house they're supposed to buy. The leader carefully explains the plan. Buy the house, make it theirs, then open the sect there. The MC is thrilled. Finally it clicks. They'll buy land, open a sect on it, and make it theirs. The girls are determined. The MC is full of resolve. The plan is set into motion. When the 3 of them, those guys, finally looked toward my house, they left. But it wasn't a house at all. It was a temple. Whose temple? A Buddha's. Seeing the statue, every single one of my crew members, my leader, my deputy elder, even my MC, stood up and paid full respect. They greeted the Buddha with great reverence. The leader said, Fine. Just let one of my wishes be granted. If that happens, watch me. I'll have 100 guards standing here overnight. She was still speaking when a voice suddenly came from the statue. You lot have no brains. Hearing that, both girls went completely joyful inside and wondered secretly. Is this Buddha alive? Mao said no, it couldn't be. People say that whoever has the highest cultivation can casually speak between heaven and earth. Maybe, she thought, the voice wasn't from the statue but from some spirit. About our MC, he shrugged off the whole scene and told our leader, Boss, it's not like you think. This isn't what it seems. Then it turned out the voice wasn't divine at all but a man speaking from behind the statue. The man shouted, Hey! What are you lot doing here? Don't you know this place is prime sleeping ground for beggars? Can't you see we're already sleeping here? Hearing that, Mao got worried and asked her leader, Sister, what do we do? Someone's already here. Yeah, I see him. The leader replied. No need to panic. He's only one man. We'll kick him out. She started shouting, Get out of here, you bastard! Move now, this place is ours. She told her gang to come out, and on her order, all her men finally stepped out. But the beggar wasn't ordinary. He and his crew were bodybuilders. Seeing his men, our whole gang panicked. The leader was stunned. Where did so many men like this come from? She gasped. Where did Mao and the rest find them? But the real question was, why did the beggars look like bodybuilders? And how were these food and shelter scavengers such beasts? Still, when the beggars heard our MC's words they flew into a rage. They kicked our leader, our MC, even their deputy elder, and threw them out of the temple. They kicked so hard that when they tossed us out one of them shouted, Who do you think you are, daring to challenge the beggar clan? If you don't learn a lesson now, you'll grow cocky and think our clan is weak. No one can swagger in here while we're around. One of the bodybuilders said, Boss, let them go. Have you forgotten? Today we didn't beg for breakfast. He called to the others. Come on, let's go beg right now. Scene change. Mao listened to all this, furious. How dare you shove us out? She shouted. Just then the leader grabbed her hand and said, Wait, stop. Don't make a scene. If we make too much noise, someone could track us down. And most important, we're injured. Where will we stay if they find us? How will we re-establish our boss and our operations? Mao clung to her leader and promised. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. I swear we'll rebuild our sect. One day our boss will return and we'll be strong again. She hugged the leader and sobbed bitterly. Meanwhile, the MC's attention was elsewhere, on that book of techniques. He believed the book contained ancient techniques and that it was real. What he didn't know was that the book was fake, picked up by the leader from a poor shopkeeper. Still, the MC thought, if I learn these techniques, this will be fun. Maybe I can use them to take this temple. He was confident and excited. One of the beggars picked up a cultivation manual and began reading carefully. Then the story took a twist. Though the book's techniques were fake, the MC was special. He was, after all, basically invisible. Even if the technique was phony, the MC could still make it real. The fake technique became reality in his hands. The leader told the deputy elder, "Let's go elsewhere. Nothing will come of staying here." As she turned to leave, the two girls noticed someone behind them. It was the MC, strutting in full attitude, showing off the technique he had learned from the cultivation book. He said, "Move aside, I swear I'll take care of this alone." The leader asked, incredulous, "Are you serious? Do you actually have a plan to take this temple?" "Yes," the MC said. "I learned the primordial gold body refining technique. I practiced it and learned it. Watch me kick those beggars out and take this place." He was cocky, thoroughly convinced of his talent. The leader couldn't believe it. The technique in the book was fake. How could he have learned it? Mao wondered the same. Then someone behind them scoffed. "What did you say? Primordial gold body refining technique? Are you crazy?" The girls turned to look. The names sounded impressive. The beggars were laughing uncontrollably. "Oh my God, I'm terrified," one mocked sarcastically. "My eyes are full of tears." Another pretended to be moved too. Trying to look clever with a roadside technique, the MC was determined to impress. The leader, embarrassed, said, "Okay, if you really know the primordial gold body refining technique, show me, just once." Mao pleaded, "Don't go, please come back. It'd be best if you didn't do this." But the MC reassured them. "Don't worry. I know you don't believe I learned it, but I'll perform it with a powerful demonstration." Then, dramatically, he pulled out one of his hairs. "Now that I've learned this technique, it's time to remove one of my 900 million seals," he said, thinking to himself. "Let's see if this technique can break through my one-layer shield." Someone jeered. "Okay, punch me here, try it. I'll give you one chance." The MC activated his divine protective demon form and confidently promised to prove everything. He swore to fully satisfy them. The crowd was astonished. This beggar had actually learned something. Then, using his primordial golden punch, he struck the man. The hit was devastating. The man flew at incredible speed and crashed into a wall. The bystanders were even more astonished. No one could believe this was real. The leader and deputy elder were shocked. "This person wasn't lying," Mao said. "Forget that, first tell me, did you really pick this technique up from a shop?" The MC insisted the technique was real. He thought his power might run out when he removed the seal from his head, but it didn't. He could control his power. Nice. He liked this primordial gold body refining technique a lot. The scene shifted to the Divine Flame sect, where the same sun god statue was shown, slowly trembling. An elder said, 500 years ago, this god statue was destroyed for 3 years. Now, it's moving again. Does this mean our prophecy is coming back? The story tightened. A short, phenomenal event called the dinosaur manifestation occurred. This was an extraordinary sign, an opportunity filled with danger for our group. The scene changed to another place where someone asked, "Do you remember what the prophecy actually said?" "Yes," another replied. "That when the Son of God descends to earth, the voice demons will be born. This will happen when a certain sign appears in the sky." "That's right," said someone else. "But the prophecy is incomplete. Back then, when the prophecy was made, our new needle holder was alive. During the prophecy, 9 of the Noah holders died. Who is this Son of God? Who will be the demon?" At that moment they showed the gate of destiny, where an old man sat calmly cultivating. Suddenly he began vomiting blood and collapsed. The old man didn't seem to understand what was happening. Then, one by one, all the elders there began to fall. "What is going on?" someone cried. "The gate's destiny has decreased," the elder fell. "Quick, Bring the 99 reserve pills, someone shouted. And inform all the sects, all the clans, tell them what's happening here. Scene changes to Tiansan town, where we see our leader and Mao staring at that technique book. Reading it had left them shaken. How is this possible? I can't believe my own eyes, one said. Same here, I can't believe it, the other answered. But you bought that book from a poor shopkeeper, right? How can it be real? They asked. The MC grinned. Oh my god, look at me, look closely. I'm practically a mighty hero now. So, how do you like my primordial gold technique? Hearing that, both of them stared in genuine shock. The leader said, all right, I admit it, your technique is impressive. But the technique you learned is only an average technique for our sect. You still need practice, or you'll fall behind the rest of our crew. They were half teasing, half warning. Pumped up, the MC shot back in full spirit. Leader, Deputy Elder, don't worry. I've only learned one technique so far. Our boss has tons of techniques. I'll learn them all. I'll try hard. I swear I won't let your names fall. I'll never let you down. The leader and Mao's faces were priceless. You could see how bewildered and moved they were. Mao whispered, Sister, is this kid really going to learn those fake techniques? I don't know what to say. The leader admitted. If he really learns them, I might even give him my family's only legacy techniques. Cut to the beggar leader, who was furious. How dare you attack us suddenly? I wasn't prepared. You launched an ambush. One of the beggars agreed. He's right, it was an ambush. We won't accept this fight. Another growled. If you kicked us out today, we'll come back tomorrow and take our revenge. A third warned. Remember, you're only 3 people. How long can you protect this temple? Our beggar clan is spread across this city. You can't even hold a candle to us. Mao fretted. Sister, what should we do? If these people start harassing us every day like they said, how can we re-establish our sect? If this continues, we won't even be able to recruit new disciples. The leader reassured her. Don't worry. I have a great plan. These people will leave on their own. Really? Tell me, what's the plan? Mao demanded. The MC chimed in. Leader, are you serious? Don't joke. The leader, fired up, snapped back. I challenge you to a begging contest. Whoever begs the most successfully gets the temple. What do you say? At that, the MC and the deputy elder went pale and practically retched. What kind of contest is that? Mao agreed. You're right, this is absurd. But fine. If you win, the temple's yours. If you lose, you'll join our beggars cohort. Do you accept? The beggar leader grinned. Deal. Start the competition. The beggar leader darted forward, begging with practiced speed. Mao was aghast. Where did you get the confidence to propose that? These people look like professional beggars. We don't stand a chance. The sheik leader, the leader's title, bragged that from the start they had suffered and begged to establish their boss, so they'd win easily. And then, with full attitude, the leader of our side adjusted her torn clothes and vowed. I'll beg like never before. I'll put on a performance that will shock everyone. She swaggered to a passerby and said, Hello, darling, look how tattered my clothes are. Will you help buy me a new outfit? Please, a little money? The man melted at her act and gladly handed over cash. The leader basked in victory, striking a pose. Mao protested. Are you really going to beg like that? Isn't that basically using your body to trick people? The leader snapped back. Shut up, this is the most advanced begging technique. Watching all this, the MC was delighted. Yes, this is the proper way to beg. He said, This is easy, I'll try it too. With that, the MC rushed off. The 2 girls tried to stop him. Wait. Where are you going? Cut to the MC's performance. He'd learned the sect master's methods quickly and figured he could earn money too. He zipped up to a girl, put on a cocky smile and a cocky stance, and whispered, Hello, beautiful lady. The girl froze. The MC tried to charm her. Come on, give me a little something. I'll dance for you. Instead of money, she slapped him hard, and slammed him so fiercely that his face was a mess. What did I do wrong? I followed the sheik's advice. He wailed. The beggar leader just smirked and said, Good, beat him. Teach him how to beg properly and how to use women to sect up the act. One of the crew stepped forward toward the very girl who'd slapped the MC. He moved up, all smooth talk. Hello, my dear, you're so beautiful. The girl blushed at his words. The man traced her cheek tenderly and said, I've seen many girls, but never anyone as beautiful as you. Just smile once and I'll give you my life. Will you travel the world with me? The girl, moved by the flattery, agreed. Yes, I'll go wherever you want. The three on our side were stunned, shaking with disbelief. What the heck? A beggar just wooed a beautiful girl. Unbelievable. The leader declared, arms outstretched. Listen up, this world is nothing. Just raise your hands and shout, give me money. And with that the lesson in begging began. Mao cried out. Oh my God! What on earth are these people doing? I have to admit, their way of begging is way too dangerous. Sister, do something, please. If this keeps up, these beggars will win easily. And me? I don't have the strength to deal with the beggar clan at all. Think. Hurry up and come up with something. Sun answered. Yes, I'm thinking. I have to think of something fast. But to be honest, I still can't believe their begging methods are way better than mine. The beggar leader smirked. What happened? Are you scared? Come on, say something. Weren't you the one who wanted this competition in the first place? And for what? Just for a temple? Girl, maybe you don't know, but let me tell you. All of us were born beggars. And let me say it clearly, in this entire world, no one has the guts to compete with us in begging. Remember this, just as the sun shines in the sky, one day our beggar clan will shine just the same. That day will come, when not just this dynasty, but the entire world, will be ruled by us. Hearing this, RMC looked up toward the sun and said, Oh sun, I understand. I understand everything now. The beggar leader laughed with full arrogance and turned to our heroes. So, do you remember your promise? Yes? Then since you've lost, hurry up and join our beggar club already. All the bald beggars around him erupted, cheering. Leader is right. Leader is great. Glory to the leader. Glory to the leader. One of them shouted. Finally, this will be fun. We're about to get 3 new recruits. But our MC suddenly shouted. Hey! Hold on, bastard! Listen carefully to what I have to say first. The beggar leader frowned. Fine, speak. What nonsense now, MC grinned. If I really make the sun move across the sky, will you admit I'm the winner of this begging competition? The beggar leader froze, completely confused. Even their own leader turned to the MC nervously. Brother, what nonsense are you talking about? This is not the time for jokes. Mao agreed. Yes, leader is right. Please don't do something that will trap us even worse. And most important, how the hell are you going to command the sun? But the MC ignored them completely. He faced the beggar leader with full attitude and said, So, if I do what I just said, will you admit defeat? The beggar leader burst into laughter. Bro, what kind of crap did you just spit out? Move the sun? With your words? Is there really anyone in this world who can make the sun shift just by talking? Don't tell me, you think you're some kind of god? Let me make it clear, our beggar clan inherited a 1,000-year legacy. Because of that, we have countless disciples. And in our entire clan, only one person has ever reached a level where they could move the sun. And you, a useless nobody without even a cultivation path, you'll move the sun with your mouth? What a joke! All the beggars roared with laughter, gasping for air from laughing too hard. Mao, worried sick, touched the MC's head and said, Let me check, are you sick? Or have you really gone insane? The leader added, Brother, I know you're trying to help us win, but think before you speak. You're saying crazy things. But the MC just made a hand sign and said firmly, Leader, even if you all think this is a joke, I meant every word I said. Just watch. You'll see what happens next. And then, in his heart, he prayed, chanting the sun god's name over and over. The scene shifted to the divine domain, where the MC once lived. The sun god and the other deities were celebrating, laughing, and drinking. Finally, that brat is gone. Let's party every day from now on. All the gods cheered and danced happily, because the MC was no longer there. But just as the sun god was enjoying himself, suddenly the MC's voice thundered directly in his ears. The sun god froze, horrified. No way, why is this brat calling me again? A fellow god came to support him, saying, Brother, relax. Aren't you overthinking? That brat left this realm. How could you possibly hear his voice? But then all of them heard it, the MC's voice, echoing across the divine domain. Every god's face turned pale. One shouted, How is this possible? Where is this voice coming from? Panic spread. Some gods screamed, Run! Run, or we'll all die here. One declared, I'm leaving to cultivate for 10,000 years. No matter what happens, don't ever call me back. Another agreed, Yes. Count me out too. But one goddess calmed herself, saying, Wait. I scanned the entire divine realm with my divine sense. That brat isn't here. It's only his voice, sent through divine transmission. The gods stopped in their tracks, sighing in relief. So it's just his voice, good. He's not really here. A goddess admitted, I was terrified, I thought that brat had really returned. Still, whispers spread, Did you hear? He's calling out the bald one, the son of God himself. Why though? Why does he want him again? Could it be, like last time, he needs his son? The bald one, the son of God, broke down crying, Kill me. Please kill me. I don't want to live. He already took 3 of my 9 sons last time, now he's calling for the rest. A goddess shouted at him, Idiot! Listen carefully. He doesn't want your sons. He just wants to command them. And it was true. The MC's voice boomed, Son of God, listen to me carefully. If you can't hear me properly, then don't worry. I'll come back to the divine realm myself to find you. The sun god's face turned ghostly white. No, I must have heard wrong. Did he just say he'll come back here himself? The gods trembled. If that brat really returns, it's over. Everything is finished. They all raised their hands in unison, shouting, Quick, we must build a seal, so that brat, Wei, can never set foot in this realm again. All the gods had literally gathered together and created a massive formation, a massive void, just to protect themselves from RMC. Seeing their combined effort, the Son of God himself started crying. Brothers, truly, you all are my saviors, he sobbed. One god patted his shoulder. Don't worry, we're all here. Nothing will happen to you. Yes, another agreed. He's right. Ignore that brat's words. At most, we'll endure a few thunderstrikes. We'll survive. We'll endure it with everything we've got. But Wei, that kid will never be allowed to return to this realm. The Son of God too, full of attitude, condensed all his power and declared, Don't worry. Even if I destroy my own life, I'll make sure that brat never comes back here. But what happened next was the twist. An unimaginably terrifying thunderstorm erupted. The sacred seal cracked apart, and suddenly one of the sun god's sons began plummeting down. Scene shift. RMC was still calling out the Son of God's name. Around him, countless people stood watching, glaring at him. One muttered, Look at him showing off. He knows nothing will happen. It's already been an hour, and he's still standing under the sun. Do you really think he can command it? Another scoffed. Exactly. This guy never speaks the truth, only lies. Controlling the sun? That's no joke. Even Sin whispered to the deputy leader, Listen, just bring Wei back to me right now. What? No way. I'm not doing it. If you want him, go yourself. The beggar leader sneered. Kid, stop already. You're nothing but a useless fool. You think the sun will obey you? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. His men echoed. Leader's right. Who could command the sun? Just give up already, brat. Join our beggar clan. I promise you, you'll live a successful life. But the MC ignored them all. Completely ignored. Then, boom! Lightning cracked so loud that everyone flinched. The crowd panicked. What the hell? How did the weather change so suddenly? Run! Run before we get drenched. The MC smiled with pure delight. Nice. Now this is what I call fun. Look closely, it's all under my control now. Mao gasped. Sister, what's going on? Don't tell me Wei actually did what he said? The deputy leader shouted. Leader, something's wrong. What if he really can command the sun? The beggar leader raged. Impossible. Stop pretending. I know you're scheming something, but you? Controlling the sun god? No way. Admit it, you're scared, aren't you? But the MC simply raised his hand, full of swagger, and yelled. Son! Hurry the hell up. come out right now. And yes, that's exactly what happened. At his command, the sun tore through the clouds and blazed into view. Sen and Mao both froze, trembling. This can't be real. He actually commanded the sun. The leader muttered, "This must be a dream." A dream. I'm dreaming right now. The MC smirked. See? I told you, I'd command the sun. So? Do you admit I'm a legend now? All the beggars dropped to their knees, begging. Forgive us. Please forgive us. We were wrong. You're too powerful. You're a legend. The MC grinned. Then admit defeat already. Hand over the temple. But the beggar leader stubbornly argued. No. The sun is already in the sky. If you're really so powerful, then sect it down yourself. The MC chuckled. So that's your demand? Fine then, I'll grant your wish. And with a snap, he forced the blazing sun to sink. Instantly, day turned into night. The entire city was thrown into darkness. The leader freaked out. What the hell? Who turned off the light? One of his men shouted. Idiot! This isn't electricity, it's the sun itself. He actually sected it down. Another stammered. Leader, let's surrender. Think about it. If he can control the sun, what can't he control? Meanwhile, back in the divine realm, the gods were cowering inside the formation they had built. One muttered, "This is the first time in history something like this has ever happened. Have we ever seen such punishment before?" Another agreed. "That holy thunder punishment is chasing us endlessly." But why? We only sealed Wei out of the realm. Was that such a great crime? The Son of God suddenly had an idea and stood tall. Listen! Don't panic. If thunder punishment comes, so what? We're gods, we'll endure it. Just hold firm. But the thunderstorm only grew angrier. Why? Because all of them had insulted Wei. And when the punishment finally struck, it crashed down upon every god, blowing them apart. Back with RMC, he snapped his fingers, making the sun dance like a toy. Day, night, over and over again. The blazing light and sudden darkness blinded the beggars, made some dizzy, and knocked others unconscious. The beggar leader finally broke down. Please! Stop! I can't take it anymore. Here, take the temple papers. I surrender. I swear I surrender. The MC smirked. Good. That's what I wanted. See? Whatever I say, I make it happen. And whatever I don't say, I don't bother with. Now, since you admit defeat, I'll sect the sun back to its rightful place. With a final gesture, he guided the sun back into the sky. Enough. I won't meddle with nature any further. Everyone present was left stunned. Some whispered, Unbelievable. Could he be a celestial being? I've never seen anyone control the sun itself. But a skeptic shouted from behind. No. It's all a trick. A scam. This brat is deceiving us. No human could control the sun. And the crowd murmured, torn between awe and disbelief. Mao, did you see that? Did you see? The leader said. Our old man, he's on another level. He learns every technique so fast, and you know what the craziest thing is? He can even control the sun. You're absolutely right, Mao replied. This guy really is talented. But what about him? What if he trusts that man? What if he believes our old man was lying to everyone? Listen to me carefully, the man said. I saw something. I saw it very closely. Do you want to know what I saw? Yeah, tell us, someone urged. He was using pure illusion, the man said. Hearing that, both girls twisted their faces and said, What the hell? Who'd trust someone like that? You're right, Mao agreed. It isn't right to pin that kind of thing on a single person. How can anyone be so sure? But do we believe him? Every person there, one after another, ended up trusting the man completely. He couldn't possibly control the sun so easily, they thought. It must be an illusion. Of course it's an illusion, they all chimed. At this, the entire place shook with reaction. Even his mother believed him, but how? How did they so easily put their faith in this man? Idiots, all of them. Complete fools. The man laughed. Look, I can count the ass of a backward bird if I want. So what's so impressive about this kid's illusion? After saying that, he suddenly pulled out a thick book full of techniques and told everyone. If you want to learn the technique that can shake the sun like that, it's in this book, 150 Spiritual Stones, 150 Spiritual Stones. Buy it quick. Hearing that, the crowd went crazy for the book. I want it. I want it. Give me 3 copies. Give me 2. I'll pay double. They were frantic. Mao, watching this spectacle, finally understood the man's plan. He's trying to make a business out of this opportunity, she said. Exactly. The good leader agreed. His whole plan was to sell his big, fancy book. Meanwhile, the MC, clutching a paper proving ownership of the temple land, ran toward his leader. Look, look, here are the land papers. We can stabilize our sect now, he said. The 2 leaders were overjoyed, just as he had hoped. Nice. That's what I expected from my disciple. Outside, the beggars were dancing and cheering around the MC and the 2 girls. Boss, if we follow that swindler sect as people, this man used illusions on us. We were all made fools, one said. Exactly, another agreed. Why don't we take that temple deed back? At that, the leader thought, is this illusion real, or were those things actually happening? Nice, his power is pretty strong. If he joins my side, maybe he can solve all of our village's problems. The 2 girls looked at the broken temple and were ecstatic. Finally! Finally we can rebuild our sect, Mao said. So what if our sect is small for now? We'll work harder than anyone. We'll recruit more disciples until our sect becomes the biggest in the entire dynasty. Trust me. You're absolutely right. The big sister agreed. We'll make our dream come true. The sisters hugged and cried with joy. Then an engineer from the cultivation world appeared. Okay, enough hugging. Move aside. Mao laughed and said, Sorry, go. Don't let my work be in your way. The man they showed as an engineer wasn't an engineer at all but a painter. He took out a brush and began to paint words on the wall. The MC, curious, asked, What are you writing? Finally, the painter finished. It was an order of demolition, an edict to destroy the temple. The girls were stunned, trembling. What? Why? Our mother, our home, it hasn't even been fixed yet and now there's an order to tear it down. They clung to each other and began to sob. The MC pulled them aside. Are you both crazy? Don't you see? This demolition is the best thing for us. What do you mean? They asked, shocked. When the temple is demolished, we will receive a very generous compensation, he explained. And what will we do with that money? We'll build a big sect, a massive sect. All the disciples will be impressed. Don't be ridiculous, the leader snapped. Who do you think would issue an order to tear down the temple? Tell me. The government, the MC replied. They issued it. Mao touched the MC's forehead and said, Let me see. I don't think you have a fever. Why are you talking like a man? She muttered. The MC said, You're addicted to cultivation. Go out into the world and you'll see what's really going on. I've handled compensation cases. I know how this works. His words moved everyone. Wow, Mao said. How do you know so much about compensation? Let's just say I have dangerous experience in these matters. He said with a sly smile, thinking to himself, What should I do? What should I do? They all sect off for the government building to claim compensation. The MC, the leader, and the deputy elder were delighted at the thought of the money that would come their way. A little later, an old man who had overheard the MC said, No, you can't just rush in. Fill out the form properly first. Go to the 3rd floor to get it approved. So the MC went to the 3rd floor. A clerk told him, Sorry, you're in the wrong department. I can accept your application, but you'll have to file it somewhere else. The MC snapped, furious. What's wrong with you? Is this a joke? After being shuffled around and finally told to come back the next day, the shift had ended. The MC blew up. You old bastard. I'm not leaving. The leader said. We might have to deal with that old man. The MC exploded. I won't leave him alive. I'll kill him. Mao said. You can't go around killing people. Calm down. But the MC kept seething inside. After a whole day of running in circles, they were told to come back tomorrow. He clenched his fists and threatened. If you don't return my compensation, I'll kill you. The old man, seeing all this, suddenly snapped. Hey! Don't you dare lay a hand on me. I'm an officer. I'll sue you. Hearing that, the leader flew into a rage. She grabbed a table and shouted, "Sue me, will you? Sue me!" They weren't about to back down. They beat the old man mercilessly, hard enough to break him. Finally, his cheek was split open. He begged, "Forgive me, forgive me. I made a terrible mistake. I won't ever do it again." Someone explained that the whole ritual at that place had been arranged by the royal beast sect. They had demanded it and paid a good price. "Look," the old man pleaded. "Those royal beast people are extremely powerful. None of us dared call them out. Forget it. Forget the place." "Forget it?" the MC roared. "I won't let those royal beast people get away with this. I'll gut them." The leader cut in. "Listen to me carefully. Let's take this to the royal beast sect." They left and headed for royal beast territory. Scene change. Inside royal beast compound, two guards were talking. "Did you hear? Our young master and great Tilda went to Wild Boar Mountain. What if they ran into trouble and Thunder Python King didn't show up? Our sect's already weakened." "Nonsense," one guard scoffed. "Our sect is still one of the strongest in town. Who would dare attack us?" No sooner had he finished than a violent assault erupted, much more powerful than anyone expected. The two guards were stunned. Their defenses were torn apart. The attacker? The MC. He made a dramatic entrance. "Girls, go and wreck this whole place," he commanded. The women surged forward, shouting, "Let's take everything, empty the sect." They rushed in to loot. From inside, more men poured out, screaming, "Kill them! Kill them! The sect's under attack." One man sent his dog ahead. "Dog, go. It's your turn." The dog barked and charged at the MC. It was the same dog that had earlier humiliated him. The leader watched the dog and shouted, "Listen to me, old man, you hold them off. We'll clear out the valuables." "No way," the MC said. "I won't run. That dog and I have old business. Today we settle it." The others retreated, telling him, "You're right. We'll leave it to you. Finish this." The crowd recognized the MC now, some mocking, "Hey, it's that useless fellow who couldn't even beat a dog," and reminding one another he hadn't had any real cultivation road to speak of. They remembered how their dog had easily bested him once. Meanwhile, the dog snarled, "I never expected a worthless man like you to come back to be beaten again. Fine. Since you're here, I'll show you my full power." The MC ignored him. "Enough talk. Show me what you've got," he said coldly. Dog felt something off. The MC's expression was terrifyingly different now. Then the MC launched an attack so fierce it looked brutal even to watch. The dog was struck so hard it shot up into the sky and vanished. Every thug in the area was floored by the display. "Is this real?" someone cried. "Am I dreaming?" "No dream," another said. "He's far stronger than we thought." Panic swept through the attackers. "Run! Save yourselves!" "Run?" the MC laughed. "Not a chance. First, I'll beat every one of you senseless. I'll tear you naked and make you run. Then I'll decide if I'll spare you." With that, he began raining down kicks and punches with ruthless precision. Later, many of the royal beast men lay battered, some unconscious. One of them wailed in tears. "Why? Why me? I didn't do anything wrong. It was the dog's fault." They looked at the pile of defeated men the MC had left, stunned. As he walked away with full swagger, the MC smirked. "See? I told you I was talented. But you chose that brute instead, for money. Amazing." He scanned the scene and thought, where did those two foolish girls go? Did they get any valuables or are they just wandering? Then he noticed something and froze. The valuables weren't valuables at all. They were pigs. Mao laughed. "Old man, look, I found something really valuable. Quick, help me herd them out." The MC grinned. "Nice work. Sharp eyes, both of you." At the main gate outside the sect were the two men the MC had once thrashed. One of them asked the other, "Where's your attention? Look behind you." When they turned, they saw the MC leading a pig and singing as he left. The beggar leader, who had been watching, said quietly, "I didn't think you could actually pull that off. He stole their pig, from one of the most powerful sects in the country." Impressed, he told his men, "Listen up, we should follow that kid." One of them, bald and eager, exclaimed, "Finally, we get to follow him. So what now? Kill him?" Take back our temple? No, the leader said. Not kill him. We'll help him. His men were confused by the sudden flip in orders but went along, torn between following orders and seizing opportunity. Our MC finally left the beast sect, taking all the pigs with him. Now the scene shifts to the marketplace, where the sight of so many pigs shocked everyone. One man exclaimed, "What the hell is this? Where did so many pigs suddenly come from in this city?" Another looked closer and said, "Wait a minute, these pigs didn't just appear here. Someone brought them here." A third chimed in, "Yeah, but from where? Don't tell me, are these pigs stolen?" "Stolen, who cares?" Another shouted. "What I'm seeing is that those 3 people must be some young masters from somewhere." The scene then cuts to the MC, who was leading the pigs and suddenly came across a wall. He panicked. "Oh no, the road ends here. Stop the pigs. Hold them back before we crash into the wall." He tried his best to stop them, yelling, Stop, damn it!" But the pigs completely ignored him. One pig snorted as if mocking him. "I won't stop. Let anything come in my way, I'll tear it apart." Just then, the MC noticed his leader, who had fainted while riding a pig. "Oh my God, she's unconscious. What do I do now?" he shouted. He turned to Mao, who was still happily munching away, not even her own food, but something she had just snatched from a street vendor's stall. The poor shopkeeper chased her, shouting, "Thief! Pay me! Pay me, damn it! Give me my money!" The MC was losing his mind. I'm doomed. These 2 girls are crazy, and these pigs are insane too. Please stop. Stop before we crash." Meanwhile, the beggars appeared in front of them, blocking the way. The MC was stunned. "Are they here to save us?" he wondered. The beggar leader handed some powder to a bald follower. "Take this, quickly, sprinkle it over all the pigs." The beggars spread the powder with full attitude. The pigs sniffed it, and to everyone's surprise they stopped in their tracks. Even better, the fragrance made the pigs happy, wagging their tails. But then came the twist. The powder, while fragrant, was actually poisonous. Within seconds, all the pigs collapsed unconscious. The leader sighed with relief. Finally they stopped. Mao, still chewing, complained, "Damn, even after eating so much, my stomach's only half full. What a miserable life." The MC now stood in front of the beggar leader, glaring. "Bastard, what's the meaning of this? Why did you help me? What's your real plan?" The leader raised his hands. "Relax. I don't have any hidden agenda. I just understood your problem. You people are broke, right? Listen, I know a village that would buy all your pigs easily. Once you sell them, you could even buy land. With that land, you could build your own sect. What do you think?" The MC narrowed his eyes. "Why are you telling me this? What's in it for you?" But the 2 girls grabbed his arm, their faces shining with joy. "Wait, seriously? If we sell these pigs, we can build a sect? For real? That's amazing. That's what we've wanted from the very beginning." They pulled him along, insisting, "Come on, let's not waste time. We have to reach that village fast." The 3 of them hopped onto a pig and rode off. The beggar leader just stood there watching them leave. One bald beggar asked, "Boss, why did you help them sell the pigs? What's your plan?" The leader smirked. "Don't worry. I have a perfect plan." Another frowned. "Wait, you've never liked making plans before. Why now? Why for this boy?" The leader grew serious. "True, I never liked making plans. You know why? Because I've never been good at playing tricks. And making plans usually needs money. We've never had that either. But this time, it's different. From now on, our entire future rests on that boy. Don't you see? Anyone who can control the sun can do anything in this world. The world may not trust him, but I will. I'll trust him blindly." The beggars fell silent, shaken by his words. The scene shifts again, back to our MC and the girls, whose journey had only just begun. Meanwhile, in the royal beast sect, chaos erupted. The pig pens were empty. The young master, Dai Zhao Ji, was furious. "Where are my pigs?" he roared. A trembling disciple admitted, "Forgive me, young master. 3 people came, they took all the pigs. We tried to stop them, but they were too strong. They even thrashed your dog like a dog." The young master's eyes blazed with fury. Horned thunder python! Come out! From the shadows slithered a massive serpent with a single horn crackling with lightning. Gasps filled the room. They actually caught the horned thunder python? Someone whispered. I can't believe it! No one could ever capture such a beast. The young master truly is great. Dai Daoji smirked. Since the pigs are gone, tell me, who will feed my python now? He turned to the trembling disciple and commanded. Go. Become its meal. The python lunged. The disciple screamed. No! Please forgive me! It wasn't my fault! But in moments, blood splattered everywhere. Stroking the python's scales, the young master said coldly. Good. Very good. But don't worry, I know of a village where you'll find plenty of food. All you can eat. And the village he spoke of was none other than the one where our MC was heading.